Hello guys, welcome to one more video. Today I want to show you how I build some tracks in minimal using Sylenth. Is the synthesizer that I use a lot for build my music and composition. So as you can see, we are on Ableton and it's everything empty. We will start from zero. So the first thing I will do is to choose the BPM, of course. I usually do between 126 to 128. Today we will go with 126. Uh, let's start with the Sylenth. Let me drop here. This video I will not show you how to build maybe a bass from the zero, but maybe I can do in another video. But I want to show you for those that doesn't know how to use Sylenth1 what we can do with this synthesizer. I think the first thing that is very important is to save the presets that you like it, in order to not have the work to always build from the zero, because this consists some hours till you shape good synth. So in our dailies we try to take a preset, and if we like the preset we start to customize as we wanted. So I will go for looking for some presets. So let's go and choose a preset. As you can see, I have a lot here, so I need to dig a bit till I find something that I like it. But I think sometimes it's better, instead to do from the zero, you take a half work and you see if you can build or shape better in what you look from what you are looking for. Uh, I don't have idea, but let's take something from here. I will put some mid to see what it's sounding here. Okay, I kinda like, but this is not a bass, of course, but we can use as a synth. So what I'm gonna do here is to rename it as a synth. I will kind of duplicate this synth and see for the next element that I'm looking for. This could happen sometimes when you start. Maybe you're gonna start looking for a bass, and maybe you discover another element, so you want to save it, as I did here now. I just want now to put some notes just to see what will be the next ones. As I can see, we start with a lead on this preset, so maybe we have a lot of things to explore here, because since the first one I like too much. But we will go with the bass, so I can see we have some presets of basses here. Whoa. This is already, it's almost ready. I like it. Maybe we can go with this one. Let's see the next one. Okay, we have another. Oh, I think we found a treasure here, because all, and not all, because I just see three, but at least these three, it make me think in a lot of ideas. I will go with the first one. As you can see, basses are built with one voice, as you can see here and here. Usually if you go more than 3 or 4, you will feel the sensation of the sound more higher, but the combination doesn't go well, because the bass, it need to be simple in order to after we can make the mix and the master after. So what I'm gonna do now is to, this is the classic C3 as a default. I see there is a delay here, no sense to have it, let's take it out. We can see if we move the drive for down, he will lose a bit of his touch of punchy. This drive, he leads to change a way of the position on how the synthesizer is gonna hit. So I'm gonna do a test here. As you can see, he got more lower. If I go more than the middle, he will be more perceptive. So we would like to put the drive here to have the very good touch. This preset, I can see that we have two cutoffs playing here with AB. We have also B with some synthesization, but I want to see the E key. I see there is a 368 where it makes the frequencies very bright, clear, and I see the treble frequency at the 440. So which more closer from here, more the high frequencies of the synthesizer will be clear. So we can do a test and try to put in the middle. So as you can see, he loses a bit their clearness. So the idea here is to find a way to do a summary that combine with the rest of the elements. So for now I don't want to change so much, because the magic of the bass, it consists with the complement of the kick. So since I don't know which kick we're gonna use, I don't want to move so far from here. So the next step that we're gonna do is to move the kick. Let's choose something. I will go, of course, with audio channel as a sample. So let's put some more grid here in order for we can see better. 1/4, I think it's okay. It's 1 by 1. Okay. Let me take one kick. This little bit dry and punchy, maybe it could work. Oops, sorry, I put on the wrong channel. So this is it. I want to push this side of the kick a little bit like this, because I want to give that space for the bass, for not having this part shocking too much and have a mixed bass, you know. We can let like here, because you're gonna lose very fast. It's about milliseconds. But we can also do like this to be more clear if our bass is too strong. So after I do this, we can copy here and do 4/4. And after that, of course, we can consolidate with Ctrl J and do the classic loop. And we are already having something here. So let me put a limiter on the main channel, as we call master, for not being clipping. I will put here as well. So we have our kick and bass. Let me up a little bit my volume. Okay, I see that my bass it kind of scream too much saturated and electronic. I want him more thin, so we need to see. I like to put the bass frequency around 40 to 30 hertz, because this is where it go close from when the bass starts. He will lose a bit of bright on these frequencies, but we can also after increase with saturator, compressors and other stuffs. So let's see how it will look now. So as you can see, he loses a lot of the volume now. We can start to manipulate a bit here to improve. I see that we have two cutoffs, one main cutoff, and we have here the envelope cutoffs also. I will kind of adapt because I want to manipulate this cutoff, so we need to do some changes here. For now I will let, because since I didn't do the composition, and you see that the bass lost a lot for the 40 hertz, which is where I use too much when I build a bass from zero. But as I see the whole summary here, it might not work to reduce a lot. He will lose his presence, because I see that we have two negative octave and the both oscillator, and usually when you have two negatives, the sound get more dark, but he got more lower sound. So most probably when they do this preset, they increase the bass frequencies here, because they have two negative octave on the oscillator. So let's put in the 340 that was before. Now we can feel. So as a basic, we use a kickstart on the bass. We're gonna use the famous one, Nicky Romero. Let be like this for now. Let's go with some equalization, which I use Fab filter. Let's cut a bit of the frequencies with a low cut. Okay, I will move a bit of the envelopes here, because I think this release it's where it sustains the rest of the note. So I want something more faster. He reach the point that he give the punch, and after he release. So let's see. Okay, I don't see so heavy the presence, so it might kind of work reducing the release on the envelope, but the cutoff is still somehow screaming. I want something more quiet. Basically, what I do now to have an idea how I'm gonna manipulate is to use automation. So we'll go here, open here, we can go configure and select the cutoff from the oscillator A. As I can see, we have B, but I'm not sure if we will really need to use the B. But in any case, we will configure these two for now. And we can ask for, oops, I think I add someone else by accident. Let me fix it here. I want oscillator B. Yeah, that one. Okay. Show automation. We can see that the B it's very lower, so we will test later. So the automation is here. What I do, since the standard it start from here, is to make some points to not lose it. In case I like it or don't like it, I didn't lose the reference from where it my cutoff from the A oscillator stays. We can do some drag and down. Whoa, I like it. Maybe we can copy. Okay, I kind of like it. Why I try to start from the screaming and after go lower? Because from this is more easy to know from which maximum you can go. So you have now only one way that is more down to be more lower, and we can feel more the bass concentrated. So this is one of the ways I use it for manipulate. We can play a bit, of course, put a little bit more up one. The next thing we're gonna do is to I like to use a kind of second manipulation of cutoff as automation, but it's automation inside of the MIDI. So how we gonna connect the MIDIs that are here as 100% with the cutoff on the Sylenth. So we can go on the Sylenth, go in the miscellaneous from 1 or 2 from these 4 channels, use velocity, and with the velocity we can use separated the cutoff A or cutoff B or either both. For now I will use just A. If I increase here, he will understand that the cutoff need to be more higher as 100% in the velocity inside of the MIDI. Look at this. He is screaming a lot now. So I need to do a balance because I want to have this kind of velocity inside to manipulate as a second level. There is two difference between the cutoff from velocity and the cutoff from the automation, because the automation you can draw in the lines and he will follow. So if you have a long note and you make up and then down, he will follow as the same. So the velocity, it's a bit different, because if I try to do also a long note here, he has just one velocity. So this means that I cannot play like up and down in the long note. So the velocity, he consists on control more the punch, the first touch of the mid. Since he touched the mid, it depends how is the velocity, he will manipulate the first touch. So this is the plan. We will go first to reduce a bit of the cutoff, maybe from the main one, in order to the cutoff from the velocity being in a normal way. Or we can just work with the automation, It depends on the ways that you work. I'm showing two different ways for you manipulate the cutoff. Sometimes I mix both, and let's see here. I will try to reduce a bit from the filter control. Okay, it's still a bit louder. I will let as it was. Maybe I will manipulate from the envelope, because there is cutoff here as well. So any cutoff we put either here, or when we put automation here, these three, and also with the main one, they manipulate the cutoff. So we need to reduce one of them in order to be like we were before. I will try with the envelope. Okay, I kind of like. We can reduce a bit more, or be. So we got in a good level of volume. So now I can also play with the velocity, but I want to be a bit higher. Not the scream, but the cutoff. Okay, as you see, when he goes to the automation, he's screaming a lot, and this is I don't want. So what we're gonna do is to select the midis, take out from the 100%, and maybe goes around 70. So we have now we can also play with the automations from the cutoff A, or either with the velocity now, and depends how you want to mix that. It can go very well. So guys, so one more thing I like to do to manipulate, since I do a lot of automations, let's give a space here. The idea here is not to build a full music, but just to show how you can manipulate the Sylenth with synthesizers. We start with basses. This video is getting long, so I think I will just finish with one more detail, and then maybe I can do a next video showing a complement of basses, because minimal techno, it consists you in build like 2 or 3 basses and some synthesizers that has a bit of equalization on bass, where all these elements they get in together, sounding as a one. So we will go here what I like to do most of the time is to take as a long note. As you see on the 100 velocity, he's screaming as a big, because also the automation here is big. Let's copy here the automations so we can follow what we already built. You see? And if I want to play like up and down, we can play, but the idea was not this, but we will use this, of course. For now I want to add an extra automation where we go on the Sylenth, and I see we have a pitch here, but since I see the gain it's 0, it seems that it's not working, the LFO. I will use again a cutoff, let's say cutoff A. The rate is too high, it will make a super very crazy thing here. We will reduce, we will put the gain on the middle. The cutoff, since he is very higher, he will scream a lot. I don't want a lot of scream, I just want to make the LFO make the sound like whoa 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 whoa. So I will put in the middle of the gain. Maybe I will increase the notes to be 4 bars. Okay, and we will increase the rate, just that. And of course the cutoff, because he will give the presence a bit. You see, he make the moves for you. We will now configure from here and choose the rate. So we have as an automation. I will put as a standard that I put it. You see, I just increase a bit. The rate, it's very sensitive depending how is the combination of the cutoff, the gain, and I could increase the cutoff for his scream more combined with the LFO. I think the cutoff is a bit higher. Let's try to reduce a bit. And try to reduce a bit of the cutoff automation. To make the movements like he's grooving, so this make the groove with the LFO running here. You can feel it. So guys, I think this is very basic. I hope you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe and let a like on this video to help me. I will try to bring some more videos with synthesizing 2 or 3 bass to complement as a style, and also to synthesize some synths as a minimal percussions or pluck. And this is it. Thank you.